When was the last time you ate lamb or used a wool product without wondering where it really came from? Do you know what happens before these everyday products reach your home? Most people never see the hidden world behind modern sheep farming, where advanced breeding, large-scale operations, and modern processing systems work together to supply food and essential materials. Some of what you're about to see is impressive. Some of it may surprise you. This is how modern sheep farming and processing work from beginning to end. In modern integrated sheep operations, the process is engineered as a continuous, carefully controlled flow that begins the moment animals enter the facility and extends through every stage of transformation. The handling systems leading into processing are built on detailed understanding of sheep behavior. Solid-sided races with gradual curves prevent animals from seeing sudden stops or distractions ahead, while non-slip surfaces give them confident footing. This design dramatically lowers stress during movement. Lower stress means lower levels of cortisol and adrenaline in the muscle tissue, which directly protects meat quality, preventing the dark, firm, dry condition that occurs when glycogen is depleted before processing and allowing the natural pH drop that produces tender, bright lamb. As animals reach the start of the line, they move into precision restraint equipment that positions each one consistently for the initial procedure. The focus here is speed combined with accuracy. A swift, effective stun renders the animal insensible before any further steps occur. From this point, the transformation is rapid. The animal advances through a tightly sequenced series of stations where every surface, tool, and workflow is optimized for both hygiene and efficiency. One of the earliest and most valuable steps is the removal of the fleece. In sheep processing, unlike cattle, the pelt is taken off very early because wool represents a significant secondary revenue stream. The removed fleeces are immediately directed into a separate collection and grading stream, destined for the textile industry where they will be scoured, carded, and spun. This early separation keeps the meat production line clean and allows the wool to be handled with the care its quality demands. Throughout these opening stages, temperature, sanitation, and traceability controls are already active. The goal is not simply to move animals through quickly, but to preserve the integrity of both the meat and the co-products from the very first moment they enter the system. After the initial stunning ensures the animal is insensible, the process moves immediately into the dressing sequence. The carcass is rapidly elevated onto the rail system where gravity and mechanical assistance allow for efficient and hygienic handling. Speed here is critical. The shorter the interval between stunning and further processing, the better the control over bacterial growth and the preservation of meat quality. One of the first major operations is pelt removal. In sheep processing, the fleece is stripped away early in the line because it is both a high-value co-product and a potential source of contamination if left in contact with the carcass. Specialized mechanical pullers, knives, and carefully trained techniques work together to separate the pelt cleanly without damaging either the hide or the underlying meat. The removed fleece is collected, graded, and sent for further processing into wool products, turning what was the animal's natural protection into valuable raw material for textiles. This stage highlights one of the key advantages of modern integrated facilities. Every part of the animal is utilized with minimal waste. A single sheep can yield several kilograms of usable wool alongside high-quality meat, making the entire operation more economically and environmentally sustainable. The environment around the line is kept meticulously clean through constant sanitation and directional workflow design that prevents cross-contamination between dirty and clean zones. Rapid progression through these early dressing steps also helps maintain the ideal temperature drop and pH decline in the muscle tissue. When handled correctly, this results in lamb that is tender, juicy, and has an attractive bright red color that consumers prefer. Delays or stress at this point can lead to quality defects that affect both shelf life and market value. The entire line operates under strict food safety protocols with continuous monitoring to meet international hygiene standards. What begins as a living animal is now systematically and respectfully transformed into premium meat products, while generating valuable byproducts at every step. With the pelt loosened, workers and mechanical systems work in coordinated rhythm to complete its removal. Every motion is deliberate. The goal is a clean separation that protects the carcass surface while preserving the value of the fleece. What looks like intense physical effort is actually the result of optimized techniques developed over decades to balance speed, safety, and product quality. In high-volume facilities, this step must be completed quickly because any delay can allow surface temperatures to rise, increasing the risk of microbial activity. Once the pelt is fully removed, the carcass moves deeper into the dressing line. Here, specialized tools and equipment assist with further preparation. Mechanical hide pullers and precision knives help ensure thorough yet gentle handling, removing any remaining tissue while minimizing damage to the underlying meat. The floor around these stations is covered with wool scraps that are continuously collected and recycled into the byproduct stream. Nothing is wasted. This phase demonstrates one of the most impressive aspects of modern meat processing, the combination of human skill and engineered technology. Workers are trained to maintain consistent standards under demanding conditions, while the equipment is designed to reduce physical strain and increase throughput. Large-scale plants can process hundreds of sheep per hour while still meeting rigorous food safety requirements. The rapid progression through dressing helps set the foundation for excellent meat quality. By bringing the carcass temperature down efficiently after these steps and maintaining strict hygiene throughout, producers ensure that the final product arrives at market with optimal tenderness, color, and shelf life. The entire system is built around the principle that respect for the animal and attention to detail at every early stage produces superior results downstream. The journey of sheep through integrated systems often begins with attentive care at the farm level. Young lambs receive close monitoring and support, including nutritional assistance when needed, to ensure healthy growth. These early practices directly influence the quality and consistency of the animals that eventually reach the processing facility. Once the animals have reached market weight, they enter the slaughter line where the transformation accelerates. Suspended on an overhead rail system, the carcasses move steadily through a series of specialized stations. This continuous flow allows for efficient, controlled processing while maintaining strict separation between different stages to uphold hygiene standards. Workers in protective clothing perform precise tasks as the carcasses pass by, trimming, washing, and conducting thorough visual inspections. Every carcass is examined for any signs that could affect food safety or product quality. Modern lines are designed so that each animal receives individual attention even at high throughput speeds, often processing hundreds per hour in larger facilities. This stage is critical for food safety. Rapid chilling begins soon after dressing, which slows bacterial growth and helps the meat achieve the proper pH level for optimal tenderness and flavor. The overhead conveyor system not only increases efficiency, but also reduces manual lifting, improving both worker safety and operational consistency. By integrating careful farm management with advanced industrial processing, producers create a traceable chain that delivers consistent, high-quality lamb while maximizing the use of every resource. The system turns living animals into safe, nutritious meat products, ready for further cutting, packaging, and distribution. Modern integrated operations rely heavily on technology even before animals reach the processing plant. Electronic identification systems, handheld data terminals, and digital scales allow farmers and handlers to track individual animals throughout their lives. Weight data, health records, and movement history are recorded in real time, creating a complete traceability chain from birth to final product. This information is vital for both management decisions and food safety compliance. Precise records help ensure only healthy animals enter the food supply and allow for targeted breeding and feeding programs that improve overall meat quality and yield. At the farm and pre-slaughter stage, specialized handling equipment plays a crucial role. Mobile yards, races, and loading systems are designed to move animals calmly and efficiently. These modular setups use smooth surfaces, proper angles, and solid sides to reduce stress during sorting, weighing, and transport. When sheep experience minimal excitement and physical strain before processing, the resulting meat shows better color, tenderness, and water-holding capacity. The combination of digital tools and thoughtfully engineered handling infrastructure represents a significant advancement in the industry. It allows producers to maintain high welfare standards while operating at the scale required to meet global demand. Animals move through these systems more smoothly, workers face less physical risk, and the entire supply chain gains greater transparency and control. These upstream practices set the foundation for everything that happens once the animals arrive at the facility, ensuring the highest possible quality at every subsequent step. As the carcasses continue along the overhead rail, the final stages of dressing and preparation take place. Remaining internal tissues are removed, the carcass is thoroughly washed, and final inspections ensure that only the highest quality product moves forward. These steps are performed with precision under constant oversight to maintain strict hygiene and food safety standards. Once approved, the carcasses are chilled rapidly to the ideal temperature. This quick cooling locks in tenderness and prevents spoilage, creating the conditions for premium lamb that consumers expect. In the cutting and packaging area, the chilled carcasses are broken down into primal cuts and retail-ready portions. Skilled workers and automated systems work together to portion the meat efficiently while minimizing waste. Each piece is carefully placed into packaging that protects freshness during distribution. The boxed products then move toward final labeling, weighing, and quality checks.